Hi everyone, this is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. This video is not only about the newly released model from Mistral, but also some of the pain which goes into creating these videos and how we are working on the bleeding edge, and still these companies which are releasing models need to come a long way. Now don't get me wrong, Mistral is one of the good companies out there from the onset, as when they started releasing many of the Apache 2 licensed models, and early on last year their models were really good. But the fact also remains that, at least in my experiments, I have found out that their previous models, just which they released previously, were not there yet, or maybe they were eclipsed by DeepSeek R1, and or maybe others have improved a lot. Anyway, now when I looked at this new model, which is Mistral Small 3.124 billion, looks pretty impressive, not only from the details of its architecture, but also the license is Apache 2, plus the benchmarks are quite good. And then it has been built on top of Mistral 3 model, which was released, I believe, in January, which was not really, I would say, a greatest of all models. So anyway, I was quite curious to see what improvements they have made, so I started installing it. It turned out that they are using VLLM inference server, and so I installed it, spent around 2 to 3 hours on it since the release of this model, which was released 4 hours ago, I guess. And then it turned out, and you'll be surprised to hear that Mistral team still hasn't really uploaded all of the files to Hugging Face. So even if you set up everything, you are unable to run this model locally as of yet, because they say that their internet is not good enough. So they are still in the process of uploading the files. Go figure. Now I would really appreciate if these companies would, instead of just throwing a model out there and start creating the hype around it, it would be good that they keep their repo private, and until it is ready, then it should be made public. Anyway, that was my um, rant. Maybe after spending 3 hours on getting it installed, maybe I'm feeling a bit antsy, but anyway. But the good thing is that they have also shared this platform, which is Lee Chat platform, where you can grab your API key for free, and then you can play around with this model. Now there are a lot of limitations around that API key, where there is one request per second, 500k tokens per minute, and 1 billion tokens per month. And also whatever data you will be giving to that platform, that will be used for model training, so beware. Now all you need to do is to just go to mistral.ai and grab your API key, and then you would need to use the open WebUI, which I will be using in order to access this Mistral Small 2503 model through API key. Now first step, when you launch this open WebUI, you would need to set up your API key. Now if you don't know what open WebUI is, just search my channel. I have done heaps of videos around it. It is simply a graphical user interface on for API based models or for your local models. So I'm supposing that you already have grabbed your API key from Mistral's website, and then after grabbing it, just click on this uh, your name icon on the top right. Once you have clicked there, click on settings, then go to admin settings. In the admin settings, go to connections. In the connections, you see that I already have set up this api.mistral.ai. So the way you do it, you click on this plus icon, and then this is the screen which you will get. So just put in this URL there, api.mistral.ai/v1, and then put in your API key here. So I already have done it, so I'm not going to do it again. Also, another thing which you need to do is to just go to this models, scroll down. These are all the Mistral model. Just search for Mistral Small 2503. This is the one, and then you can just click on this pencil icon here, and this is all the uh, settings. Make sure that this usage is unselected, and because this is not supported by Mistral's API streaming responses. So this is the thing which you need to do. So I already have done it, and it is unchecked, so we are all good there. and then you can simply go and then go to your workspace and you can start using this model, or you could just create a new chat, and then you can see that from this drop down you can select your Mistral model. So I'm just going to go this Mistral small 2503, and we can start chatting with it. Now before I start chatting with it, let's talk a bit more about this model so that we know what we exactly are doing. So this model has been built on top of, as I said, their previous Mistral small model. It's a vision model and also enhances long context capabilities up to 128K context window. It has got 24 billion parameters, so it is not that small, but it is quite good in both vision and text as per the benchmarks which I have seen. So I will also be doing another video where we are going to install it locally and we will check it out. It supports function calling. You can also do further fine tuning in it. It is good at math and programming plus long document understanding. If you're looking to build some text-based conversational agents, this could be a good choice as per that Mistral's repo. Anyway, so let's try to talk with it and we will see how it works. So I'm just going to start here and then just ask it, hello, how are you doing? And the response is quite good. Now I have to be very careful with my prompts because of throttling and limit. So I'm just going to ask few questions here. So I'm asking it list top 10 archipelago countries in the world, also list number of islands in them. There you go. Very nice. That looks really cool. Okay, so look, I think language looks quite good. As I can already see, it's very coherent, it's quite good. Now let me ask it a math question because previously I think the Mistral small was not really good in math. So let's try this one out. So I'm giving it a vector calculus question to calculate the cross product and dot product. So let's run this. There you go. So I'll just let it run so that you could also see. Yep, so far so good. Also giving the example. So look, I have to be honest, this one looks quite good. Yes, that is, the answer is totally correct. So math looks pretty good to me. Let's also check out maybe coding one. So for coding one, I'm just going to ask it to create me a Ruby script that connects to a given Twitter account using the Twitter API. Let's see. There you go. Pretty fine. Yeah, so far so good. I have done this code a lot of times, so I can already tell that it is doing well. So not only it has produced this code, I'll just go up and show you. You see, so it has broken it down in step by step. Let's do this, and install these prerequisites. Then this is the Ruby script there, and from there it is explaining and then telling you how to run it. So that looks pretty good. Now let's check out its multilinguality or maybe multicultural stuff. So and then also some of the language. So I'm asking it to plan me a same day trip from Bangkok, Thailand to Angkor Wat in Cambodia. So this is what I'm asking it. There you go. And then so I just wanted the step-by-step itinerary, and then what I need to do, but it should be a one day. So that is a constraint I have given it. There you go. It says it requires careful planning. So it follows the instruction pretty nicely. It is giving us different options, flight, bus, that arrive here, arrive there. Pretty good. I think one thing it missed is the border issues, but anyway, it takes long time there. Very nice. So look, I think pretty good answer, but not in terms of itinerary, but I think it should also mention some of the delays on the border crossings. But anyway, so far so good. Now that looks good. Let's also maybe try out the multilinguality. I think it is multilingual, but mostly geared towards European languages, but let's check it out. So I'm asking it to translate I love you in various languages. Okay, so let's check it out, and I would also need your help. So Brazilian, Portuguese looks good, Arabic, Hindi, Swahili, yeah, they look good to me, most of them. So I would say it's quite good. Even Indonesian looks good. Urdu looks good, which I'm sure it's not in its training set. And I also have given it this ancient runes. I'm not sure if it is right or not. If you're a runes expert, please tell us. And then this is nice. So it's from Star Trek, because I also asked it to give me a random language of its choice. So it has gone with Klingon, which is from Star Trek. So look, I'm very impressed by the model so far, despite of the fact that they have dropped the ball in uploading it. But so far so good with the API. The model looks really, really good. Now let's check out the vision capability. So let me give it an image from my local system. I'm just going to go here, and then maybe I will first do some analysis of the table. So I'm just going to give it this table, and I'm going to ask it which model has the smallest download size. So I'll tell you what exactly I'm asking here. Let me show you the image. So you see, this is the image which I have given it. So there are some models, there are some download sizes that I'm asking it which has the smallest one, and it has said 0.5 billion int 4. So 0.5 billion int 4, this is the smallest, so which is spot on. So not only very quick, but also spot on answer. So OCR is quite good, table analytics is quite good in my humble opinion. So maybe we'll also check out bit of an OCR to see how it does the OCR. Let's do the handwritten one. I'll just say extract the text from the image. So this is a handwritten one. So let's compare it. So it's a I love handwritten writers. Sorry, I'll just go up. So this is the one, I love handwritten letters. And then the way the words get jumbled up when the writer is excited. I've just compared it and it is pretty good. Even despite of these cuttings, the model is pretty good in this one. Okay, so let's also check out maybe multiple, because I also have a multi script where I'll just say extract the text, because in the multi one I have different languages. Sorry, I'll just say extract the text from image. Okay, so this is my image. You see there is some Hindi, there is some Arabic, there is some Chinese, and there are few other languages. So it is saying this is extracted text. It has extracted Hindi, it has extracted Chinese and Arabic. Pretty good, I would say. Pretty good. Okay, and then let's check out another one. Maybe this time I'm just going to give it some clock. I'll say what is the time on clock. So this is a clock. It says 10:10. What do you think? I don't think so. That's correct. Maybe close enough, but not good enough. Okay, let's do the last one. Now in the last one, I'm just going to give it this image, and I'll say what is traffic condition in the image. Let's check it out. There it says heavy traffic condition. The road is congested with numerous vehicles. Pretty good. So look, very impressive model. Despite of couple of mistakes here and there, it has performed really well on language, math, coding, and vision tasks. I will be testing it more thoroughly once it is available locally. We will get it installed locally, and then I will show you another video. But this is just a taste of the model. I would say much improvement from the last models. But small and 24 billion, I still think don't go hand in hand. Maybe a medium would be a better naming for this model. Anyway, let me know what do you think about this. Also, let me introduce you to the sponsors of the video, who are Camel AI. Camel is an open source community focused on building multi-agent infrastructures for finding the scaling laws of agents with applications in data generation, task automation, and world simulation. And I will also drop the link to their website in video's description. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you are already subscribed, please share it among your network, as it helps a lot. Thank you for watching.